Have you ever wondered, what if every country had their greatest sprinters of all time all in one place and all in their prime? If so, then it's your lucky day. I spent hours upon hours researching to find out which countries has the most dominant all-time 4x1 relay squad. Number 5, South Africa. Now, this one surprised me. I wasn't aware how many sub-10 sprinters they had. Anyways, let's get to their lineup. Starting off the gun, with a personal best of 9.94, Gift Liotlela, passing on to the young gun of the squad for the second leg, from the University of Houston, Sean Maswanganyi, with a PB of 9.91. Now, to carry momentum onto the second bend, is the 400-meter world record holder, Wade van Niekerk. This surprised me a bit. Wade actually has a PB of 9.94 for the 100. And finally, Wade will be handing off to their national record holder on anchor leg, Akani Sembine, with a PB of 9.84 in the 100. All healthy, all in their prime, and with crisp passes. I predict this team to easily get 37.4. At number 4, we have Great Britain. At first runner, we have who I believe to be the best starter among the 4 of them, their second fastest ever, over 100 meters. It's Linford Christie with his PB of 9.87. He will be handing off to James Dasolu, a strong sprinter with some beautiful stride form, evident of his 9.91 personal record. And he will be passing the stick to a 9.93 guy, Lightning Reese Prescott. He'll be storming that bend and hand it off to Jarnell Hughes, their national record holder at 9.83 to bring it home. I predict this team to get a mid to low 37.3. Those first 2 squads were great, but let's get into the real heavy hitters now at number 3. We have the Canadians. I am sure this team will get off to a head start, as they will be led off by the man known for his rocket-like takeoff from the blocks, Ben Johnson with a PB of 9.95. To run the long back straight, Ben will be handing it off to Bruni Surin. Now this guy is a little out of my time, so I really had to dig deep for this, but this guy had a personal best of 9.84, so he'll surely be reliable to carry out top speed along that long leg. And that top speed will only be carried out more as he passes it on to the defending Olympic champion over 200 meters, Andre de Grasse. He has a 100-meter PB of 9.89, and as I've previously mentioned, he's the reigning 200-meter champion, so, he runs that curve extremely well. As the stick makes it out the second curve, it now goes into the hands of the GOAT of sprinting in Canada, Donovan Bailey. With a 9.84 100 and a 14.99 150, you just know that top and finishing speed goes crazy. My prediction for this relay squad is a mid to high 37.2. While that Canadian team seemed almost perfect with all the members looking like a perfect fit for each leg, the last 2 countries are just way too stacked. You don't even have to be a fan of sprinting to know who numbers 1 and 2 is going to be. Number 2, the USA. If the Canadians had almost perfect fits for each legs, the United States squad simply are even closer to a perfect fit for each leg, with their starter, which I think is the greatest starter of all time, being Christian Coleman. We're all aware of how good this guy's start is. Come on now. Though he is known to have a very explosive start, yet a weaker top-end speed, he still managed to have a personal best of 9.76, which is a testament to just how good his start is. From a great start, he will be handing off to a greater top-end speed, Justin Gatlin, who in his prime had a time of 9.74. He is perfect for that backstretch. Want to know what else is perfect? A 200-meter specialist running your bend. That's exactly who Justin is passing it to in Noah Lyles. Very consistent with great performances, considered the king of the 200 right now, and even a candidate to break the world record. All of that, yet the momentum does not end there. That's because Noah will be handing off to Tyson Gay, also known as the second fastest person of all time, only behind the GOAT, Usain Bolt. With this squad, in this arrangement, I expect them to go high 36 or low 37. Now at number 1, this was obviously expected, the kings of sprinting, the Jamaicans. Nothing much to say here really, so let me just run through the squad. Starting them off with a PB of 9.78, it's Nesta Carter, and that's their slowest guy. If a 9.78 guy is the slowest guy on your team, then you've got a pretty fast team, I'll tell you that. Speaking of fast, on the second leg is someone who has held the world record numerous times. It's none other than Asafa Powell with a PB of 9.72. He'll be handing it off to Johan Blake. second fastest person ever over 200 meters, is sure to storm that bend like he did on their 4x1 world record. And just like on that record, he'll be handing it over smoothly to the GOAT of sprinting, Usain Bolt, to bring it home. Like I said, this team doesn't need much introduction, as it's filled with legends, real icons of the sport. With them all in their primes, I predict a very quick 36.78 to break their own world record.